안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Yeah, I'm also fine. How are you doing nowadays?
um, I guess I'm doing good, you know.
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for your precious time. And please, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
And so my name is Moonki Kang.
Yeah.
I'm 34 years old and I live and work in Seoul.
Okay, so today I have few questions for you that Koreans generally feel about foreigners visiting or living in South Korea. So, how do you think Koreans generally about foreigners visiting or living in the South Korea?
I think generally we're pretty positive about it overall. I mean, we still find it quite. Even if we go out in the streets or anywhere, everyone is very welcoming of foreigners. We like it that people are coming to our country, enjoying our culture, enjoying our food. So overall, I'd say it's a pretty positive experience. There is that. There's obviously from tourism to foreigners working and everything. So I'd say overall it's pretty positive. People seem to like it. And I see that a lot in the streets too. Everyone's very interested.
Yeah, that's true. In your experience, how have you seen Korean attitudes towards foreigners since over time?
I'd say it improved a lot. When I used to live in the United States, and then I came back to Korea in 2008. And around that time period, I'd say people were very cautious still. They were like, it's interesting that you come to our country, but we're still kind of not sure. There are some things about that. But over time, for the past about 10 years or more so, people are a little more friendly with foreigners. They're more willing to talk to them, work with them. And I say it's improving a lot. And then you'll see that with that, just anywhere you go, there's a lot more foreigners and less. Yeah, I say it's getting much better.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think that are the biggest challenges foreigners face when integrating into Korean society?
I'd say one is the lack of what I say is I understand we are in Korea,
Lack of Korean.
but not lack of Korean.
Yeah, Korean language.
Sure, there's her language, but the lack of not being Korean. So everything is in Korean. So even as a foreigner, like if you come in any document, any place you visit, it's if you look at other countries, they always offer maybe English option or something. But from registering to a website, going to immigration, everything is very difficult. And I think the basics is hard. Even if you're going to a bank account or something like that, is also difficult. So that I think is a trouble.
Yeah. How do you feel that export to global culture, K-pop, K-dramas, international business, etc., has been influenced Korean attitudes toward foreigners?
I think it's still people are they're not used to it still. Like even though it's interesting, but it's a very sudden thing if you think about it in the past couple years.
No, but K-drama is popular in the world.
Yeah, well, I'd say, but it's still surprising. Like even as a Korean, since we're in Korea, we don't even realize how popular it is overseas.
No, it's very popular because when I was maybe 14 or 15 years old, I used to see K-drama with subtitles.
Wow, that's like I said, it's just something that as a Korean, they live in Korea, it's something we don't even realize.
Yeah.
And then for me, I didn't even realize it until I visited other countries, and they're like, "Oh, I used to watch this drama." I'm like, "Really? Wow!" So we don't realize how influential it is even now.
Yeah. And what are some common misunderstandings that might happen between Koreans and foreigners?
I'd say some cultural, maybe mannerisms. So we have that kind of the hierarchy with age and those kind of systems, or in workplace, or in like that kind of social life. And so sometimes they might find foreigners maybe sometimes rude or something, but that's not their intent.
Yeah.
So there's sometimes I feel there's that kind of some misunderstanding sometimes.
Like because of culture.
Yeah, but yeah, the
Yeah.
culture differences. So,
Yeah.
but that goes back to that is it's a singular country, so we're not used to that.
Yeah. case, do you think Korean society is open to or reserved about foreign influence and ideas?
I'd say I wish we could be more open to it, but it's getting better. But this is just my personal take. I feel that we have a little bit like we kind of pride ourselves a lot with our culture. So, but I still feel like we can learn a lot from other cultures too. And I hope we do.
And okay, we're almost at the end. What?
So fast.
What advice would you give to a foreigner looking to build relationship with Koreans in personal way or professional way?
This might sound really cliche, but when in Rome,
Yeah.
as Romans do. So I say is just kind of be a little bit passive in the beginning. Look around, see how it is a different culture.
Yeah.
So if you just take a little bit of time to kind of step back a moment and understand that my culture and this culture will be different, and then you can understand their local culture, and after that people will be curious about your culture too.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
it is true that since you're a foreigner here, you might want to understand the local culture first, and then after that they'll want to know about you too.
Yeah. Okay, we are almost done. Do you have anything to say?
I hope that foreigners keep coming to Korea, and that they do have a really good experience. I understand that sometimes there are hardships, but it's not because we don't like foreigners or anything like that. But it's still, to be honest, Korea is a relatively recently modern country, so we're still learning a lot of things. So, but hopefully we can do better, and I hope that you guys keep coming and we have a good time. And I really hope everyone has a great time while they're here.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and ideas. And thank you so much for your precious time. Okay, this much for today.
Okay, thank you so much.